doodies, howdy doody doodies. You know, every now and then I get something really different. People do write me and call me and tell me that they enjoy talking about the Bible and all those things that they tell me it isn't really real practical, you know. Well, it is to me, but I guess it isn't to you. Because I like to understand where everything comes from and what everything does. And I'm amazed by the whole world. But this one old boy called me and he was really uptight. He said he lost his girlfriend and he had a broken heart. He said, "Oh, golly, you don't know what it's like." He said, "You've been married for 63 years and you don't know." Well, I don't know, but I know how to mend a broken heart. In fact, I know how to correct any trauma that comes into your life, whether it's a loss of employment or a stolen automobile, which has happened to all of us, or, different material things, or a broken heart. In fact, there's a meditation on Tant, that's the Temple of New Thought, called Romance, and viewing that is a good way to help you break your soulmate sex and spirit ties. If you or someone you know is really suffering from a broken heart due to a relationship, it might be well to check it out. There was a famous comedian, Red Skeleton by name, that said a man isn't a man till he's had his heart broken. I don't know about that. But I do know how to take care of trauma. I do know how to take care of unhappy events that happen in your life. And it's real simple. It's just a 4-step thing. Let me tell you. The first thing is I call it occupy. And that means occupy your time. Don't sit around moping. Do something. Idleness is the soil of self-pity and depression. You got to get busy. Now, the best thing that you can do is to help other people. That's always doing something. It's a universal principle that when you start focusing on helping others, your own problems are not just diminished, they're obliterated. And so don't just stand there. Do something. Or as my uncle once said to me when I stayed in the outhouse too long, "Don't sit there, do something." I know what he meant. And that's the way it is with these other things. They're just a bunch of crap. Get rid of them. Be yourself. Now, humor, that's the second step. Occupy, humor, bless, and elevate. The 4 steps. Number 1, occupy. Number 2, humor. Number 3, bless it. And number 4, elevate it. Lift it up. Get something out of it. Let's talk about humor. Let's write a list of things you like. That's one way to handle it by writing. That really helps you, believe it or not. Until you try it, don't knock it. Then do a lot of the things that you like, not just funny things. Things that you like to do, like fish, hunt, walk in the mall, whatever. And then pick 3 of those things and put those things foremost. Now, make sure that you can have fun with them and that they aren't harmful too. That's important. When our hearts are broken or when we feel bad, we just often deprive ourselves of the very things that we enjoy. We don't feel like we can do those things. Well, make an effort to do those things. Put some good times in your life. And then bless. Now, blessing is a wonderful thing. And you want to develop your spirituality because that's the main purpose of this life. So do good. Don't return evil for evil. Hurt for hurt, pain for pain, eye for an eye. Don't wish something horrible would happen to the other person. Hope for their good fortune in your inner self, and it just may release your good fortune in the world. And if they've made a mistake by breaking up with you, or if they've made a mistake in their chosen path, and if you want them back, they'll probably come back. Now here's another thing. The easiest way to forget someone is to really and truly hope for the best out of the situation they've gotten themselves into. And I mean that. Now elevate. Life isn't over, Life isn't over. You can live without anything or anybody. Not only can you live without them, you can live even happier without them because you don't have to worry about them. You don't have to be concerned what they're going to do, how they're going to feel, and all this. It's a matter of perspective. Even with the negative in your world at the moment, there's something to be thankful for. Be thankful that it happened now. Be thankful for them. Be thankful for you. There's actually plenty to be thankful for. Count your blessings. You can't be sad and thankful at the same time. Tell heartbreak to move out of here. And I'll tell you something else. Every night before we go to sleep, we try to think of something that we're thankful for that we had never thought of before. Boy, that's a chore. And sometimes it'll put you to sleep. God bless y'all. I'm hardly can wait to talk to you next week.